Thank you all for joining today. The purpose of this focus group is to gather your insight on the effectiveness of anti-illegal logging laws in this region. Your experience, opinions, and concerns so we can provide policymakers with real data. Carlos, would you like to go first?
Sure. My name is Carlos Jimenez and I work with the Ministry of Forestry. My job is to oversee the enforcement of the anti-illegal logging law and ensure that they are being followed. I'm here to get a better understanding of how these laws are impacting the community and the environment.
Hi, I'm Maya Santos. I represent several environmental organizations. We need focus raising awareness about illegal logging and its devastating effect on biodiversity. We've been advocating for stricter enforcement and more transparent reporting on the outcomes of this law.
I'm Eduardo Garcia. I live in a small village near the forest. Our community relies on the forest for many things, including firewood, building materials, and sometimes small-scale logging. This law have had a huge impact on us, and I'm here to show how it's affecting our daily lives.
I'm Juan Rivera and I work in logging for over 15 years. Some of my colleagues and I have had to adapt this law. They make things difficult for us, but I understand why. There in place, I'm here to talk about the challenges it is and how this law affects our works.
Thank you, everyone. Let's discuss our discussion first. How would you describe the impact of anti-illegal logging laws in your region? Carlos, I'd like to hear your perspective first, as you are in enforcement.
The laws have certainly had a positive effect in terms of reducing large-scale illegal activities. We've seen a drop in deforestation rates, which is encouraging. However, enforcement remains a challenge. We're strict team and sometimes struggle to monitor all areas effectively, especially in remote regions.
I agree that there have been some positive outcomes, but we need to look deeper. While large-scale illegal logging may have decreased, small-scale illegal logging continues, and it's hard to stop. The law needs to address these gaps, not just focus on a big player. We need more community-based solution and education.
From my perspective, the laws are causing problems for us locals. For example, we used to rely on the forest for firewood and materials for building homes. Now we have to buy everything, which is much more expensive. We have to buy everything, which is much more expensive. I don't think the law is considering the realities of people like me. We're not big-time loggers. We just need to assess the resources around us.
I heard Eduardo and I get it, but on the other hand, this law are putting a lot of us out of business. Many of us have to cut corners just to make the government give us a legal ways to log smaller amount to stay in the business without pushing hard to the forest. The law are too restrictive for people who aren't doing anything illegal on purpose.
That's an interesting point, Juan. It seems there's a divide between the enforcement of these laws and the needs of local communities and workers. Let's discuss the effectiveness of enforcement. What do you all think about the current efforts to monitor and penalize illegal logging? Carlos, you mentioned challenges in enforcement earlier.
Yes, it's a constant challenge. We implemented satellite monitoring and increased patrol, but the vastness of the area and the number of illegal activities means we can always catch everything. Moreover, local corruption sometimes undermines our effort. It's a systemic issue that we are working to address, but it's not easy.
I heard reports of corruption, and that's something need serious attention. But there are also technical gaps. For example, some illegal loggers use more sophisticated methods to hide their activities. We need better data and technology to track illegal logging, and we need to hold officials accountable for ensuring that these laws are enforced properly.
But what about us? We're caught in the middle. We see the big companies logging illegally, but they just pay a fine and keep going. Meanwhile, we can even gather a few logs without. It feels like the law doesn't differentiate between those who need the forest for survival and the big players who are just exploiting a poor public.
Exactly. It's hard for someone like me who depends on logging to feed your family to navigate this law. There should be more flexibility, especially for small-scale logging, who aren't causing major damage. Maybe if we had more support or training or sustainable logging practices, could avoid getting into trouble.
Those are valuable insights. Thank you. Let's step back and look at possible solutions. How can we improve the current laws or enforcement system to better balance conservation efforts with the needs of local communities and workers?
I believe one solution would be creating local committees that include community representatives to help with decision making and enforcement. If the locals are involved, they are more likely to adhere to the laws. We could also provide more training and support for sustainable practices.
I agree with Carlos, but we need also stronger incentives for conversation. We could provide subsidies or benefits for communities that engage in sustainable practice. Additionally, stricter penalties for illegal loggers who operate on a large scale, not just fines but also public accountability, might help.
The idea of local environment, but we also need to make sure there's a way for us to legally access forest resources for our busy needs. Maybe a permit system for small-scale logging will work, but it will need to be simple and affordable for people like me.
I agree with the idea of a permit system, as long as it's not too bureaucratic. It should be easy for small-scale logger to get permission to work with clear rules that allow us to earn a living while still protecting the government.
These are all thoughtful suggestions. It seems there's a consensus on the need for better local involvement, simpler system for small-scale loggers, and stronger enforcement where necessary. We'll be sure to take these ideas into account in our research. Thank you all for your time and perspective